Right now, somewhere in the world, there are people whose bodies challenge everything we think we know about the human form. Their conditions are so rare and extreme that science still struggles to fully explain them. Not myths, not special effects, and not exaggerations, but real people living extraordinary lives among us. What happens when the limits of the human body are pushed beyond everything we believed possible? In today's video, you're about to discover 10 individuals with some of the rarest and most astonishing physical traits ever recorded. Each story may completely change the way you see human potential. If you enjoy fascinating and mind-blowing content like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next incredible story. Enam Hykins does not view the depigmented patches on her body as a medical flaw, but rather as powerful artistic brushstrokes created by nature itself. Vitiligo has transformed her skin into a unique map, where the strong contrast between tones creates an appearance that is both mystical and elegant. Instead of hiding beneath heavy makeup, she has courageously embraced her difference, presenting it as a bold statement of natural beauty, forcing the world to reconsider narrow and conventional beauty standards. Her journey has been an uncompromising fight against stigma and the curious, often judgmental stares of the crowd. Enam Hykins has turned criticism into motivation, becoming a model and influential social activist who uses her voice to advocate for people with unique skin conditions. She proves that vitiligo is not a flaw that needs to be erased, but a one-of-a-kind gift that allows her to shine in a truly distinctive way. Behind her striking appearance lies a positive life philosophy. Skin does not define human value, but how you cherish it determines your stature. Enam Hykins not only spreads medical knowledge to dispel myths about vitiligo, but also ignites a flame of hope for millions of hearts wounded by being different. Her story is a profound reminder that true perfection lies in the courage to live authentically. A small, seemingly harmless cut on her eyebrow pushed Donna Corden into a life-or-death battle when a rapidly spreading bacterial infection began to attack her body. The condition, known as necrotizing fasciitis, can progress extremely quickly and cause severe tissue damage. Within just hours, the infection began to affect parts of her face, forcing doctors to make a difficult decision to remove affected tissue in order to stop the spread of toxins and save her life. Her story is a stark reminder of how even minor injuries can become dangerous, and how quickly life can change in an unexpected moment. Despite severe physical changes and the loss of a large part of her face, Donna Corden has made an extraordinary comeback with remarkable courage. She not only endured multiple complex reconstructive surgeries, but also became a powerful source of inspiration, helping raise public awareness about this rare and dangerous condition. Her journey is a testament to the idea that inner strength can help a person overcome even the most severe physical trauma and continue living a meaningful, confident life. Despite being in his 50s, Basuri Lal from India retains the appearance of a child, standing at only 73 centimeters tall due to an extremely rare form of congenital dwarfism. His body stopped growing when he was just 5 years old, causing his facial features and stature to seem frozen in time, creating a striking contrast between his elder soul and his tiny, childlike exterior. This unique appearance has made him a living medical phenomenon, illustrating the unpredictable variables that nature can impose on the human body. In contrast to his modest height, Basuri Lal possesses a remarkable sense of optimism and earns absolute respect from his fellow villagers. He does not view his small stature as a burden or a tragedy. Instead, He enjoys life as a local celebrity, always wearing a cheerful smile. His story serves as a profound reminder that physical height is never an accurate measure of a person's worth or maturity, as true stature always lies in how we face and live in harmony with the hand fate has dealt us. Chris Cook was born into a harsh reality, without arms or legs. However, instead of succumbing to fate in a wheelchair or relying on restrictive prosthetic limbs, he chose a skateboard as his feet to glide through life. This unconventional choice reflects not only a powerful personality, but also a declaration of freedom, proving that human limits are defined by how we adapt to the world rather than our physical form. Don't let appearances fool you. Chris is a bona fide farmer with an incredible capacity for labor. He independently operates massive agricultural machinery and maneuvers heavy equipment across fields with mastery, requiring no special assistance. The sight of a man without limbs mastering complex mechanical gear serves as the ultimate testament to the power of persistence and a problem-solving mindset that transcends all standard physical barriers. Today, Chris Cook is a globally renowned inspirational speaker with a soul-stirring message. If I can do it, you can too. His life is a profound lesson in gratitude and a positive attitude, turning congenital disabilities into a lever for extraordinary achievement. He doesn't just plant seeds in the soil, he plants hope in the hearts of millions, reminding us all that the greatest obstacles are found in our will, not our circumstances. Kyle Maynard was born with a congenital condition in which his arms and legs did not fully develop. However, instead of withdrawing into self-pity, he chose to confront extreme challenges and redefine the meaning of human limits. He became not only a fierce mixed martial arts athlete, but also a determined wrestler, using his body in its unique form to overcome fear and prove that true strength comes from a warrior's mindset rather than the number of limbs a person has. In 2012, Kyle Maynard shocked the world by becoming the first quadruple amputee to reach the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. What made the achievement truly remarkable was not only reaching the 5,895-meter summit, but the way he did it, entirely through his own physical effort, crawling across sharp and icy rocks without the use of any prosthetic assistance. Every movement on that journey was a powerful statement that no mountain is too high for a person with an unbreakable will. Today, Kyle Maynard is not only an athlete, but also a motivational speaker who spreads powerful messages about perseverance and courage. His life serves as a profound lesson in education about stopping the blame on circumstances and starting to take action. He teaches us that the greatest limitation of a person is a negative mindset, and with enough determination, we can transform our disadvantages into a driving force to achieve extraordinary success. Do you believe that mindset is the biggest limitation we face? Share your thoughts, hit like, and subscribe to spread the spirit of perseverance and bold action like Kyle Maynard. Carl Weathers, from the legendary Apollo Creed in the Rocky series to his role in The Mandalorian, stands as an eternal icon of strength and the warrior spirit in Hollywood. He is a heroic testament to a spectacular transformation from a professional athlete into a world-class cinematic star. With his powerful acting and elegant presence, Carl left behind a brilliant legacy, inspiring millions with the drive to conquer limitless heights. He passed away in early 2024 due to atherosclerosis, a profound reminder of the silent risks that can affect cardiovascular health. Concluding a 76-year journey, Carl's strong and determined spirit continues to inspire future generations. His story not only serves as an important lesson in raising awareness about healthcare, but also encourages everyone to cherish every moment and live a meaningful life, dedicating themselves fully to what they do. Charles Sogley is not chasing fame. He is simply trying to live a normal life in an extraordinary body. Standing over 2 meters tall, he is the tallest man in the Volulta region of Ghana. But this height comes with countless physical challenges. Oversized feet force him to walk barefoot, a condition that is not only uncomfortable, but also dangerous. His story is a profound reminder that the basics most people take for granted, such as a properly fitting pair of shoes or access to adequate medical care, are a lifelong struggle for those with different biological structures. Despite a harsh fate involving an unusual bone structure and social isolation, Aldrin's journey has undergone a remarkable transformation through the intersection of advanced medicine and human compassion. Complex reconstructive surgeries not only repaired a physically affected body, but also opened a biological breakthrough, turning fragile hope into a reality of extraordinary recovery that challenges all medical limits. Transcending the heart-wrenching pain of every hour of physical therapy, each steady footstep of the warrior Aldrin today stands as firm proof of indomitable inner strength. The young boy has not only reclaimed his mastery of movement, but has also become a powerful, inspiring symbol, reminding the world that human resilience can break all shackles of fate to write an epic saga of proud rebirth. Owen Masterson is a special boy from Missouri, USA, who wrote a miraculous story of strong will and resilience. When his mother was 24 weeks pregnant, doctors diagnosed him with acalvaria, a very rare congenital condition in which the skull does not develop to protect the brain. Given this situation, the medical team delivered a very pessimistic prognosis, expecting that the baby would not survive long after birth. However, the Masterson family remained steadfast, driven by deep love and determination to give their child a chance at life. On September 13, 2017, Owen was born to the sound of his parents' overwhelming joy and emotion. What was expected to be only a few hours of life turned into a series of miracles as Owen bravely overcame the difficult early days of his life. Despite severe physical limitations and the need for continuous medical support, he always received dedicated care from therapists and unconditional love from his family. Through persistence, Owen was able to interact with his loved ones and always brought bright smiles and gentle laughter that warmed the hearts of everyone around him. Although Owen peacefully passed away on his 7th birthday, he remains a powerful source of inspiration for the community. His extraordinary story is a beautiful testament to the power of hope, resilience, and the sacred value of family love, leaving a deeply touching legacy in the hearts of those who remain. Aaron Ball is a Canadian circus artist and aerial acrobatics coach who turned a major life challenge into a powerful source of inspiration about resilience and inclusion. Her passion for circus arts began in 2008 after she witnessed breathtaking acrobatic performances at a street festival. From that moment, she dedicated years of disciplined training to pursue a professional performance career. However, a major turning point came in 2014 when Aaron was involved in an accident during extreme cold weather, resulting in severe injuries that led to the surgical removal of both lower legs. After 11 months of intensive hospital treatment, there were moments when it seemed her circus dreams might be over forever. Yet, through extraordinary determination, Erin chose not to give up. She began the patient journey of learning to walk again with prosthetic legs, and gradually realized that her physical change was not a limitation, but rather an opportunity to develop new forms of artistic expression. Returning to the stage and aerial silks, Erin Ball not only continued to shine with her advanced skills, but also became a pioneer in designing circus performances and training programs for disabled performers. Today, she runs Kingston Circus Arts, creating a safe and inclusive space that challenges traditional beauty standards in the performing arts. Her journey is a powerful example of how acceptance and courage can help people transcend physical limits, freely express themselves in art, and inspire confidence in many others facing similar circumstances. Are you inspired by Erin Ball's powerful journey? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to help spread the message of confidence, courage, and breaking all limits in life. Mila Liskovsky is a young girl from Canada with a rare congenital vascular disorder that causes a large malformation on the left side of her face. Despite facing significant health risks at less than 2 years old, she continues to shine with a bright smile and an energetic spirit. Going beyond local medical limitations, her parents successfully raised significant community support through fundraising efforts. As a result, Mila was able to travel to the United States and Italy to access advanced treatment options. Her journey stands as a beautiful testament to the sacred bond of family love and the power of collective compassion. No medical chart can define the limits of a human being, and the journey of little Nova Hunya is the most vivid testament to that truth. Born with severe hearing and respiratory impairments, Nova once left her parents, Acacia and Joseph Hunya, drowning in anxiety about a bleak future. But the influential reach of vlogger Marimar Kiora became a beacon of light, helping them realize that facial differences may be a part of one's appearance, but they can never overshadow the extraordinary soul and resilience within her. Sapphire Terry, a young girl from New York City, USA, has become the subject of one of the most powerful stories of resilience and the miracle of love. In 2013, a severe fire incident completely changed her life. In the most dangerous moment, her father bravely used his own body to shield her, saving her life. Despite surviving miraculously, the toddler at the time suffered severe physical injuries, including the loss of part of her limbs, and had to endure dozens of complex reconstructive surgeries over many years. However, under the devoted care of her aunt, Sapphire Terry never lost her bright smile or remarkable optimism. One of the warmest highlights of her journey came during Christmas in 2015. When a simple wish for a Christmas tree covered in greeting cards was shared by her family on social media, the story of this brave little girl touched the hearts of millions around the world. A true miracle followed as hundreds of thousands of cards, meaningful gifts, and countless heartfelt messages of encouragement poured in from across the globe, turning a cold winter into a celebration filled with warmth, love, and humanity. Today, Sapphire Terry continues to grow up strong and healthy, constantly working hard to overcome her physical limitations. Her remarkable journey is not only a powerful example of resilience in the face of adversity, but also a beautiful symbol showing that the compassion of a global community can ignite hope and help heal even the deepest wounds. Nihal Bitla, a resilient boy from the outskirts of Mumbai, India, has become a powerful symbol of inspiration for courage and determination in the face of progeria. Progeria is an extremely rare genetic disorder that causes the body to age about 8 times faster than normal. From a cheerful and intelligent child, Nihal's life began to change when early signs of accelerated aging appeared, making him look like an elderly person despite his young age. The condition once led to bullying from peers, eventually forcing him to leave school. However, the love of his family and his strong will helped him refuse to give up. Instead of withdrawing from society, Nihal bravely stepped into the public eye and became a representative for the Progeria Research Foundation campaign in India. He has worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the condition and has actively helped identify other undiagnosed children across the country, giving them a chance to access medical care and support. Despite living with a fragile body and symptoms commonly associated with old age, such as joint stiffness and cardiovascular complications, Nihal Bitla still carries the heart of a teenager full of passion. He enjoys painting and is a devoted fan of Bollywood actor Amir Khan. His biggest dream came true in 2015 when he had the chance to meet his idol, spreading a heartwarming message about the power of positivity and hope. Nihal Bitla passed away peacefully in 2016 at the age of just 15, bringing to a close a short but deeply meaningful life. However, the legacy he left behind continues to live on. His courageous journey not only helped raise awareness and compassion for people living with rare diseases, but also stands as a powerful reminder that even a brief life, when lived with kindness, courage, and optimism, can create a lasting light of hope for millions around the world. Ron, a participant from the TLC program About Face, lived with a nearly 2-kilogram facial tumor for 7 years. Due to the extremely high risks of reconstructive surgery, he had once been forced to give up hope for treatment. However, a turning point came when Dr. Andrei Panosian courageously agreed to take on the case. After a highly complex surgery, the tumor was completely removed. This extraordinary journey allowed Ron to shed a long-standing physical burden, regain his health, and rebuild his confidence as he stepped into a brighter new life. Do you feel the power of hope through Ron's journey? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to help spread inspiring stories about resilience and second chances in life. Through an extraordinary journey to reclaim his life after being trapped for more than a decade by a massive tumor weighing nearly 60 kilograms. For 15 years, this benign tumor kept growing in his lower abdominal area, making his body increasingly heavy and difficult to manage. Sadly, for many years, local doctors misdiagnosed his condition as obesity or declined to perform surgery due to concerns about high medical risks. This condition left Roger Logan with severely limited mobility, forcing him to spend most of his time confined to an armchair and endure countless daily difficulties. However, his family never gave up hope. His life took a decisive turn in 2017 when they found a dedicated doctor in California who agreed to perform the surgery. After successfully undergoing surgery to completely remove the tumor, Roger Logan was finally freed from the heavy physical burden he had carried for many years. For the first time in a long while, he was able to stand on his own, bring his feet together, and walk again. His journey of overcoming adversity not only gave him a renewed and healthier life, but also became a deeply inspiring story of perseverance and the refusal to surrender to fate. Danny Wakefield is an American content creator who has courageously shared his unique and heartwarming journey into parenthood, helping challenge social stereotypes and break down misconceptions. As a transgender man, Danny has always carried a deep desire to build a family and experience parenthood. His life took a beautiful turn when he unexpectedly discovered that he was pregnant. Despite facing significant physical challenges, as well as the subtle pressure and hesitation from people around him, Danny Wakefield chose not to hide his experience. Instead, he openly shared his entire pregnancy journey on social media. Through honest videos and deeply emotional reflections, he documented every remarkable change in his body, from the first detectable heartbeat of the baby to the everyday struggles and challenges of pregnancy. This courageous journey not only helped Danny Wakefield form a deep and meaningful bond with his baby, but also created a strong online community where people share love, empathy, and understanding. The moment Danny gave birth to his healthy baby, Wilder, in tears of overwhelming joy, became an emotional milestone that touched the hearts of millions of viewers around the world. With boundless love and proud confidence in his own identity, Danny Wakefield has redefined the concept of family, proving that parenthood is not limited by any rigid expectations or traditional norms. His beautiful story has become a powerful source of inspiration, spreading a strong message of diversity, acceptance, and the right of every individual to pursue a fulfilling and happy life. Santlal Pal, a 31-year-old shop owner from Uttar Pradesh, India, became the central figure in one of the most astonishing surgical cases in medical history, fighting to reclaim his life. For 3 years, Santlal suffered from a massive tumor growing at the back of his head. Over time, it expanded to an extreme size, weighing nearly 1.9 kilograms, making his condition extremely complex and severe. The presence of the tumor created not only an overwhelming physical burden and constant severe headaches, but also compressed his nervous system, causing vision loss and pushing his daily life as a family provider into darkness and hardship. At one point, the condition seemed almost untreatable, as many medical centers considered the surgical risks too great. In early 2018, a dedicated medical team at BYL Nair Hospital in Mumbai made the courageous decision to take on the case. After a highly complex and intense 7-hour surgery, neurosurgeons successfully removed the record-breaking tumor. Having overcome a life-threatening challenge, Santlal Pal demonstrated extraordinary resilience and an incredible capacity for recovery. Shortly after the major surgery, Santlal Pal regained full consciousness, began eating and moving normally, and gradually shed the heavy burden that had affected him for many years. His extraordinary journey is not only a remarkable testament to the progress of modern medicine, but also a deeply inspiring story of never giving up, igniting strong hope for those who are courageously facing serious health challenges in life. Adrienne, a single mother born with a rare condition known as bilateral complete ocular hypoplasia, which caused her eyes to stop developing before birth, has shown extraordinary strength in turning darkness into resilience. Despite facing barriers and harsh societal perceptions, she has independently raised and cared for her 2 daughters as they grew up. Her dignified journey stands as a powerful testament to independence, the sacred bond of motherhood, and an inspiring spirit of optimism that continues to motivate many people. Yamini Karanam, a graduate researcher in the United States, experienced a highly unusual medical event that significantly affected her health. While studying, she suddenly developed memory loss and difficulty communicating due to a deep brain mass exerting pressure on her brain. What made the case truly remarkable was what doctors discovered during surgery. The mass was a congenital teratoma, an extremely rare condition. In her case, it contained tissue such as hair, bone, and even teeth. This finding deeply surprised the medical team, as teratomas arise from germ cells that can develop into multiple types of body tissue. Although it is not a fetus or a true twin, it reflects the extraordinary complexity of human biological development. Doctors successfully removed the tumor using a minimally invasive endoscopic procedure, and hospital reports confirmed that it was benign. The complex surgery was successful, allowing Yamini Karanam to fully recover and regain her health. Her journey stands as a powerful example of modern medical breakthroughs, bringing hope and inspiration about resilience in the face of medical adversity. And that wraps up 10 of the most extraordinary individuals whose bodies challenge everything we thought we knew about human limits. From rare conditions to unbelievable physical transformations, each story is a powerful reminder that reality can be far more astonishing than fiction. So, which story surprised you the most? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and comment below your favorite story. And of course, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next incredible journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In today's video, we will explore people so unusual that you will find yourself asking, do they really exist? If you enjoy shocking but completely real stories like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing content in the future. Have we ever wondered if a stormy beginning can stop someone from reaching freedom? The story of the Colombian girl, Lady Ardila, is a beautiful film that provides an inspiring answer. Lady's childhood was met with harsh challenges when she was diagnosed with a rare condition called osteodystrophy after undergoing heart surgery shortly after birth. This condition caused fibrous tissue to abnormally replace her real bone structure, significantly altering her appearance. At one point, doctors predicted sorrowfully that she would never be able to walk, face the risk of losing one of her legs, and barely make it to her 12th birthday. However, fate bowed down to Lady's fierce will to live. With relentless determination, she not only learned to walk on her own 2 feet, but also triumphed over the fragile boundary between life and death to grow and thrive. Now, as a talented graphic designer, Lady courageously steps into the spotlight on social media, turning her story into a beacon of self-love. Lady Ardila's journey of turning the odds around is a brilliant testament that when we embrace our differences, we can proudly create a life that is meaningful and complete. Rowdy Burton is a man from Alabama, USA, who has become a symbol of independence and extraordinary resilience in the face of congenital spinal degeneration syndrome, sacral agenesis. This rare condition caused the lower part of Rowdy's body to fail to develop normally, leading him to undergo surgery to amputate both of his legs at a young age in order to ensure his health and mobility. Rowdy's life journey is a testament to not allowing physical disabilities to define oneself. Instead of relying on a wheelchair or prosthetics like many others in similar situations, Rowdy chose a courageous path, learning to move entirely with his hands. He can walk, climb, and perform daily activities with agility and strength. He even uses a skateboard as his primary mode of transportation, allowing him to experience freedom and speed like anyone else. Rowdy's independence doesn't stop with movement. He learned to drive a specially designed car with hand controls, enabling him to go to work and participate in social activities without assistance. Rowdy has shared that he doesn't see himself as disabled, but rather as someone with a different way of moving. His positive attitude and sense of humor have helped him overcome the curious stares of strangers and earn the respect of his community. Rowdy's journey has garnered international media attention, and documentary filmmakers have taken interest in his story. He doesn't hesitate to share both his challenges and his achievements to inspire others facing adversity. Rowdy proves that the biggest barrier isn't in the body, but in the mind. If we dare to accept ourselves and keep striving, we can create a life full of meaning and happiness. Rowdy Burton's life is a powerful message of perseverance and self-respect. He has turned what the world considers a disadvantage into a unique lifestyle, reminding us that every person has the latent strength to overcome what seem like impossible limits. Do you dare to accept yourself and overcome all limits to live a happy life? Hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments now. Lola Grace Hartley is a little girl from Kansas, USA, who, along with her family, has written a touching journey about love, perseverance, and facing rare medical challenges. Lola's story is not just a medical record, it is a testament to the power of hope and optimism in the most challenging circumstances. From the moment she was born, Lola was diagnosed with congenital microcephaly, a condition that prevents the brain from developing fully, leading to a smaller than usual head size and restricted growth in height. At the time, doctors gave a cautious prognosis, believing that Lola might not survive past her early years or would face severe limitations in both cognitive and physical development. However, with the devoted care of her parents, Scott and Gwen Hartley, Lola overcame every barrier to grow up surrounded by love and support. Her journey became even more remarkable with her older sister Claire, who was also diagnosed with the same condition. Rather than giving in to despair, the Hartley family chose to face adversity with an extraordinary positive attitude. They turned their home into a nurturing environment filled with music, light, and love to stimulate the senses of both girls. Despite having difficulty communicating with language or walking, Lola expressed her feelings through her eyes, smile, and subtle reactions to the world around her. The Hartley family decided to share Lola and Claire's journey through social media platforms and a personal blog called Hartley Hooligans. Their goal was not to seek pity, but to raise awareness about microcephaly and inspire other families in similar situations. They wanted to prove that every life, no matter how fragile or different, holds its own unique value and beauty. Lola Grace Hartley's 13 years on this earth, though short, shone brightly like a star. Though Lola gently closed her eyes in 2019 to reunite with her beloved sister in a peaceful world, her story remains an eternal spiritual legacy. Lola's presence in this world taught us profound lessons in empathy and patience. While her journey may have been shorter than most, every day she lived was a priceless gift, reminding the community to cherish every peaceful moment with loved ones. Can a degenerative muscle disease that takes away the ability to walk from a young age extinguish the desire to contribute to the community? To answer this, let's explore the life journey of Sebian Holiday, a resilient teenager from Colorado, USA. Born in 2001 with muscular myopathy, muscle dystrophy, Sebian was permanently bound to a wheelchair, and was medically predicted to barely survive past the age of 9. Teresa Widener is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Standing at just 1.12 meters tall, Kenny Baker proved that a person's stature is not measured in inches, but by the mark they leave on the world. He was the one who breathed life into R2-D2, the most iconic robot in Star Wars film history. Sitting inside the cramped and sweltering metal shell, Kenny used subtle movements to create personality, intelligence, and loyalty for a voiceless character, making millions of audiences fall in love. Kenny's career was far from easy. He started out in circuses and nightclubs, where differences in appearance were often made the subject of ridicule. But with self-respect and innate talent, he rose to become a true actor. Kenny never complained about his height. He saw it as a unique advantage that allowed him to take on roles no one else could. He lived a full life, filled with laughter and extraordinary adventures. When Kenny passed away, the entire Star Wars galaxy bowed to bid farewell to the artist with unwavering optimism and professionalism. Kenny Baker is an inspiration to anyone who feels small, proving that passion can make you a giant in the eyes of others and in the history of art. What impresses you most about Kenny's journey? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread more meaningful stories. Born and raised in Nigeria, Shalom Nchom's life took a cruel turn when a horrific boiling oil accident at the age of 9 claimed her hair and left permanent scars across her face. For a long period of her childhood, Shalom lived in the dark shadows of stigma and malicious mockery from those around her, leading her to seek out makeup as a survival mask to conceal both her physical and emotional agony. Every thick layer of foundation back then was not just a way to evade the world's curious stares, but a barrier separating her from her true self, turning cosmetics into a fortress of defense that was as sturdy as it was lonely and fearful. However, a monumental turning point arrived when Shalom decided to shed every layer of that mask on her YouTube channel, courageously revealing her scarred face to millions of viewers worldwide. This explosive act was not only a liberation for herself, but also transformed Shalom Black into a powerful icon of inspiration, teaching us that a person's true worth lies not in smooth skin, but in the grit to face adversity head-on. Now, with millions of followers, she doesn't just teach beauty techniques. She broadcasts a message of self-esteem, asserting that scars are the most radiant chapters in the memoir of a woman's proud and defiant rebirth, proving she will never surrender to fate. Natalia defies the mysterious multicentric osteolysis syndrome, where her once solid skeleton gradually fades like mist, yet her will only grows sharper than steel. Although every movement is a grueling negotiation for survival, she resolutely asserts her personal identity beyond the dissolution of her physical form. This is a powerful testament to an extraordinary desire to live, reminding us of the infinite strength of the soul. Please share your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe to the channel to support these inspiring stories. For over 2 decades, while the world was obsessed with fleeting trends, John Waweru chose a quiet and grueling journey, nurturing the longest fingernails in Africa. With these thorns stretching over 30 centimeters, every movement and daily task for this Kenyan man is a puzzle of extreme skill and patience. This is not just a strange record, it is a testament to the power of consistency, where a small act, maintained over 25 years, becomes a symbol of unshakable steadfastness. Imagine giving up the most basic conveniences of your hands just to protect a single personal ideal. For John Waweru, long nails are not a burden, but a medal of pride and extraordinary resilience in the face of social whispers. His story reminds us that the pinnacle of freedom is when you dare to live differently and stay true to your choice, despite all physical barriers. Do not let conventional standards limit your identity, because sometimes it is the persistence in the strangest things that creates a soul-stirring legend. Sonali Mukherjee was attacked with acid at 18. A tragedy that threatened to bury her life in darkness and despair for 9 long years. The moment she decided to remove her veil and appear before millions of viewers on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was not just a quest for surgery funds, but a fierce declaration of war against injustice and cowardly violence. Despite a face marked by extensive scarring, Sonali proved that her sharp intellect and iron will remained intact, shining more brilliantly than any superficial beauty. Her resounding victory ignited a flame of hope, affirming the immutable truth that true beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living, transforming ultimate pain into a launch pad for a proud journey of rebirth. In the Philippines, Mark Davidson defies all medical boundaries with mutated hands of surreal proportions. Rising above the shadows of stigma, he has forged adversity into resilience to become a model family provider in the heart of Manila. Refusing to accept a fate as a dichotomy, Mark stands as a symbol of steely resolve and extraordinary adaptability. He serves as a powerful testament that human willpower can redefine any physical norm, offering profound inspiration on the fierce desire to live beyond any outward flaw. Alana Tillman was born with congenital arthrogryposis, which left her hands powerless from her very first breath. But fate could not imprison the artistic spirit of this young woman from California. Instead of giving up, Alana learned to turn her feet and mouth into magical hands. From the scribbles of her childhood, she persevered and trained to become a professional painter, with each artwork serving as a symphony of color and freedom. In a room flooded with light, Alana skillfully controls her brush with her mouth, carefully detailing each element until flowers or natural landscapes come to life. She paints not just to make a living, but to assert her vibrant presence in the world. Each of Alana's artworks is a declaration. Disability exists only in the body, while creativity is limitless. She has transformed physical limitations into a unique artistic style, full of vitality and optimism. Alana also inspires others through her own art projects, encouraging people to find joy in their differences. She appears in public with a radiant smile, breaking down all barriers of pity. Alana's story reminds us that when one door closes, the human spirit will find a way to open another window facing the sun. She doesn't just paint, she is redefining beauty and perseverance through her art. In a poor rural area, Xia Yuanhai became the center of unwanted attention when facial hyperplasia caused his head and face to enlarge abnormally, completely altering his features. Without money for surgery or timely medical support, he lived with that giant face for decades. His life was a quiet, somber note in the fast-paced rhythm of the world. Xia Yuanhai rarely spoke about his pain. He worked silently and lived quietly, carrying a quiet resilience within him. His story is a reminder of those still struggling in the shadows, in need of understanding and compassion from society rather than judgment. Actor Joaquin Phoenix was born with a distinctive scar on his upper lip, the result of a mild, natural cleft lip from birth. In the Hollywood environment that values perfect beauty, this scar was initially seen as a physical flaw. However, Joaquin chose to keep it as part of his unique identity, turning this small imperfection into a captivating, edgy, and mysterious feature. The scar does not diminish his charm. It adds a beauty shaped by experience. His career proves that exceptional talent can overshadow conventional standards. With deeply psychological acting, he turns his scar into an advantage, making his expressions more powerful than ever. In iconic roles like Joker, every subtle facial movement combined with the scar vividly conveys the character's complex, painful inner world. He shows that perfection does not lie in a flawless face, but in absolute authenticity. Joaquin is not only a talented actor, but also a persistent animal rights activist, living a simple and principled life. He uses his spotlight to uphold humanitarian values, showing that a person with depth always shines when true to themselves. That small scar has now become a symbol of steadfastness, reminding us to embrace our own imperfections and shine in our unique way. He is a source of inspiration for authentic confidence. Bablu Pashi, a man from India, has become a powerful source of inspiration for his community due to his determination to overcome a harsh fate. Born with a rare condition that caused his arms to develop abnormally and not function in a natural way, Bablu faced countless difficulties in his daily life from an early age. In a society where manual labor plays a central role, this disability seemed to close off all future opportunities for him. However, instead of accepting a life dependent on others' pity, Bablu chose a difficult but proud path, training himself to use his feet as his second hands. Through persistent determination, he learned to use his feet to perform tasks requiring great dexterity, even those that many able-bodied people would find challenging. He is able to feed himself, take care of personal hygiene, and most importantly, work to support his own living. Bablu's image of working tirelessly, using his feet to operate tools and perform technical tasks, has made a strong impression on those around him. Beyond earning a livelihood, he also actively participates in community activities, using his story to encourage others in similar situations not to give up on their dreams. His journey is a vivid testament to the human ability to adapt infinitely in the face of life's harshest challenges. The profound educational lesson from Bablu Pashi's life is the spirit of self-reliance and the value of adaptability. He teaches us that adversity is not an endpoint, but a test of human resilience and creativity. Instead of blaming fate or waiting for help, actively seeking solutions and developing new skills helps us take control of our own lives. Akshaj Khandelwal, a boy from India, has become a symbol of resilience in the face of his condition. He was born with Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, KTS, an extremely rare vascular and soft tissue disorder that causes abnormal development of blood vessels and the lymphatic system. As a result, Akshaj's right leg grew larger than his vascular tumors. His story not only raises awareness of improved interventions and the quality of life for patients facing similar challenges. Overcoming his physical challenges, Akshaj's story is a powerful testament to hope and the desire for a normal life. Despite facing daily difficulties with mobility, he meets the world with positivity, showing the importance of understanding and compassion in society. Rather than curiosity or judgment, Akshaj deserves respect and support, carrying a message that every individual, no matter how different, holds extraordinary inner strength to overcome adversity and shape their own story. Abiodun Adegoke, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adegoke's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that you don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. Afshin Gul is a young girl from the Sindh region of Pakistan who has become a global symbol of perseverance and faith in the miracles of life. When she was just an 8-month-old infant, a tragic accident severely injured her neck, resulting in her head being permanently tilted at a 90-degree angle. For more than 13 years, she has lived with her head continuously leaning to one side, causing ongoing physical suffering as well as invisible barriers to social integration. Due to difficult family circumstances and a lack of specialized medical facilities in her local area, Afshin had to endure this condition for a long period of time. However, she never lost her innocence or her desire to live a normal life. A major turning point in Afshin's life came when her story spread widely across international media, drawing the attention of talented doctors and generous philanthropists. With support from the community, she was brought to India to undergo a complex and high-risk surgery to realign her cervical spine. After extensive efforts from the medical team and a long, determined rehabilitation process, Afshin was able to hold her head upright for the first time in more than a decade. Images of the young girl smiling brightly while holding her head straight touched millions of hearts, serving as proof that medicine and compassion can come together to create real miracles. The profound lesson from Afshin Gul's journey lies in patience and the power of empathy. She teaches us that no matter how harsh adversity may be, it cannot extinguish the will to live as long as hope remains. Her story reminds us of the importance of sharing and helping those who are vulnerable in society. Sometimes, timely support can completely change a person's destiny. Afshin not only overcame physical pain, but also triumphed over prejudice and isolation, becoming an inspiration for younger generations to appreciate life and persevere through the most difficult challenges. Her life is proof that when we remain persistent and the world comes together, no barrier is truly impossible to overcome. And that brings us to the end of today's incredible video. After seeing all these unbelievable cases, one question remains. What does it truly mean to be normal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more shocking and fascinating real-life stories like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have you ever thought of yourself as irreplaceable? That among billions of people, your story is truly one of a kind? The truth is, each of us is special in our own way. But out there exist individuals for whom the word rare isn't enough to describe them. They're not just different. They shatter every notion of what we once believed to be normal. And in today's video, you'll meet 20 such people. Cases that make the entire world rethink the definition of uniqueness. If you're curious about who will take the #1 spot, make sure to stay until the very end. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next extraordinary stories. Because who knows? What you're about to watch might just change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Now, let's dive into 20 individuals who have redefined what it truly means to be rare in ways no one could have imagined. Lucas Starr, a resilient boy from Alaska, USA, stands as a powerful symbol of courage and unbreakable optimism. From the moment he was born, Lucas lived with a very rare congenital skin condition known as giant congenital melanocytic nevus, which caused large areas of dark pigmentation on his body. This unique medical condition affects not only his appearance, but also his internal health structure, forcing him to face numerous serious medical challenges throughout his life. In order to regain stability and protect his well-being, Lucas bravely underwent more than 15 major and minor surgeries, including highly complex procedures when he was just 11 years old. Despite the significant physical challenges and occasional unkind stares from those around him, Lucas has never lost. He continues to smile brightly, finds joy in simple moments like playing video games. Lucas Starr's journey of resilience and perseverance has become an inspiring story, spreading a powerful message that appearance or congenital conditions can never limit a person's willpower, confidence, or desire to live life to the fullest. Without using her hands to hold the steering wheel, this woman has steered her own destiny with sheer determination. Although born without both hands, Janet Brown, a mother from North Carolina, has firmly refused to surrender to physical limitations. With remarkable skill using her feet, she manages all daily activities independently and proudly works as a confident rideshare driver. Janet's inspiring journey is a powerful testament that extraordinary willpower can overcome any physical limitation. Amid the countless harsh challenges of fate, there are families that continue to rise and shine through the immense power of love. And the Theriault family stands as a beautiful example of this strength. Bobby Jo, a courageous mother, was born with Crouzon syndrome, a rare genetic condition that causes the skull bones to fuse prematurely, affecting facial structure and limiting the space for brain development. Overcoming concerns about health, their deep and unconditional love as parents inspired the couple to welcome their eldest son, Jaden, and later face the unexpected arrival of triplets named Cadence, Taylor, and Kaylin. Fate seemed to shape a remarkable path, as all 4 children were born with the same medical condition as their mother, with Cadence, in particular, facing a highly complex skull structure from the moment she was born. Rather than being overwhelmed by these challenges, the Theriault family chose to stand together, holding tightly to one another as they faced every storm as a united family. The children bravely underwent a series of major skull reconstruction surgeries under the care of dedicated medical specialists, ensuring they could grow up with the safest possible journey. Their extraordinary story not only overcomes significant physical challenges, but also weaves a powerful message of hope, affirming that the strength of family bonds can become the strongest foundation for facing and overcoming life's greatest adversities. The rhythm of music and the art of dance have never stopped echoing in the heart of Adrienne Hazlitt, a professional dancer from the United States, even when fate placed her before an extremely difficult challenge. Adrienne's life was once filled with glorious days under the spotlight, where she passionately performed graceful and expressive dance movements for audiences who admired her talent. However, an unexpected tragedy struck during a major sporting event in Boston in the spring of 2013, leaving her with the loss of her left leg below the knee. For a dancer, the legs are not only a source of life, but also the essential bridge connecting the soul to art. And such a profound loss seemed like a cruel end to every burning dream. During her days in the hospital, facing immense physical and emotional challenges, Adrienne made a powerful promise to herself. She would not be defeated by adversity and would dance again. With unwavering determination, she began an incredibly demanding journey of recovery. With the incredible support of modern medical technology and a specially designed prosthetic leg created for dancing, Adrienne steadily trained from her very first tentative steps to the most complex spins and movements. In less than a year after that life-changing moment, she achieved what many thought impossible, returning to the stage and shining once again with deeply emotional performances that moved millions of people around the world. But she did not stop at reclaiming her passion for dance. Adrienne set herself an even greater challenge: to complete the very marathon course connected to the event where her life changed, as a tribute to resilience and life itself. Her training journey was extremely demanding, and in 2019 she even faced a serious accident during preparation that temporarily interrupted her progress and posed another major setback. Still, the flame of hope and determination within her never faded. Overcoming every obstacle, she courageously completed the marathon, proving the limitless strength of human spirit. Today, Adrienne Hazlitt is not only a resilient artist, but also a motivational speaker and dedicated social advocate. She travels widely to share her story, support others in similar situations, and spread a powerful message. No adversity can extinguish the determination of a steadfast heart. Do you believe determination can overcome any adversity like Adrienne Hazlitt did? Comment your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe. Mariah Perkins's journey of rising above challenges is a beautiful and inspiring story of self-love and the courage to break free from conventional beauty standards. From her teenage years, Mariah began noticing the appearance of white patches on her skin due to vitiligo. This sudden change in her appearance once led her into deep self-doubt, pushing her to spend hours every day covering her natural skin with heavy makeup in order to avoid curious or judgmental looks from those around her. However, constantly hiding her true self gradually became exhausting and emotionally overwhelming. At a turning point in her life, Mariah made the powerful decision to remove all makeup and face the world with her most authentic appearance. Instead of viewing vitiligo as a limitation, she transformed it into a unique personal expression of beauty and identity. With optimism and growing confidence, Mariah not only shines as a talented dancer and model, but also actively uses her platform to spread a strong message of body positivity. She dedicates herself to empowering others, encouraging people to embrace their differences and value what makes them unique. Mariah Perkins's story stands as a powerful reminder that true beauty comes from confidence and the pride of loving and living as one's authentic self. Instead of letting his different appearance confine his life, a devoted teacher turned the harsh marks on his body into a powerful lesson about resilience. Since the age of 9, Tony Perkins, a teacher in St. Louis, has lived with a severe form of keloid scarring that affected both his face and body. This long-lasting condition brought countless physical and emotional challenges. Yet rather than hiding from society's gaze, he stepped confidently into the classroom and dedicated himself fully to working with young people. The sincerity of his students, who valued his kind heart over any judgment of appearance, became a powerful source of strength, helping him overcome feelings of insecurity. With an optimistic mindset, Tony transformed his personal struggle into inspiration, showing his students that no limitation is truly unbreakable. After years of advanced medical treatment and persistence, he was able to significantly improve his condition and regain a deeper sense of confidence. Tony's life stands as a remarkable reminder that true beauty is not defined by physical perfection, but shines brightest through a courageous spirit and a heart devoted to others. The journey of young Kingsley Colvin from Queensland, Australia, is a deeply moving story of family love and courage in the face of serious medical challenges. From birth, Kingsley had a dark red port wine birthmark covering half of his face, a defining sign of Sturge-Weber syndrome. This is an extremely rare congenital neurological condition that can be associated with complications such as seizures, glaucoma, and developmental difficulties. To protect their child's future, his parents made the incredibly difficult decision to proceed with early laser treatment to reduce the affected blood vessels when Kingsley was just 5 months old. Their journey was not easy, as they also faced misunderstanding and harsh judgment from parts of the online community. However, with unwavering parental love and determination, they chose to rise above these challenges, turning Kingsley's story into a source of awareness and inspiration for others. Thanks to timely medical care, his seizures gradually came under control, opening the door to a more stable and hopeful life ahead. Kingsley's resilience, along with his family's relentless efforts, stands as a powerful testament to unconditional love, showing how it can help overcome adversity and break through societal misconceptions. Do you believe family love can overcome any adversity like in this story? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread more inspiring stories. Lola Teresita stands as a powerful example of extraordinary resilience, having lived with a 2.7-kilogram facial tumor for 17 years. Despite enduring significant pain and many daily challenges, she maintained a positive outlook until she was successfully treated through surgery. Her story teaches us the strength of hope and the importance of perseverance in the face of adversity. Lorenz Dries, a resilient young man from Belgium, has written a deeply moving story of survival and determination. At the age of 25, when his life was full of energy and ambition, he was unexpectedly diagnosed with a large tumor in his right jaw. To preserve his future and continue his life, he had to undergo an extremely complex surgery to remove the affected part of his jaw and reconstruct it using bone taken from his left leg. The intense treatment process brought multiple complications, leaving him in a wheelchair and requiring 2 full years of recovery. Just as it seemed the worst had passed, life tested his resilience once again when he faced a second serious medical condition related to his blood. The demanding treatments not only drained his strength, but also affected the reconstructed jaw, making it necessary for him to undergo another highly complex muscle graft surgery. Facing life-threatening moments twice and enduring lasting physical challenges could have overwhelmed anyone. But for Lorenz, they became the foundation for a powerful comeback. Refusing to give in to adversity, he chose to rebuild his life, moving to Barcelona and beginning a new journey as a content creator. Under the name Wounded Viking on YouTube, Lorenz openly shares the unseen side of his battle with serious illness, along with stoic life lessons and his path toward finding inner peace. From a patient marked by hardship, he rose with pride to become a dedicated life coach, using his own pain as a source of light, igniting hope and offering strength to millions of people around the world who are striving to overcome their own challenges. Razia Begum, a woman from Bangladesh, has gone through a life filled with challenges after being diagnosed with elephantiasis, lymphatic filariasis. This is a parasitic infection that causes blockage of the lymphatic system, leading to severe swelling of the limbs and significant difficulties in mobility and daily activities. Her condition began 18 years ago, shortly after she gave birth to her second daughter, and has since progressively worsened to an alarming degree. Due to her health condition, Razia is now bedridden and completely dependent on her family for daily care. She is unable to work, move independently, or assist with household tasks. Instead of giving in to physical limitations and the hardships of life, Razia has received active medical support to help manage her condition. Her journey is not only a battle with illness, but also a profound lesson in perseverance and the importance of hope. Her story serves as a reminder to the community about raising awareness of disease prevention and showing compassion toward those suffering from serious illnesses. The life journey of Devin McLean, a resilient young man from Montana, USA, is a deeply inspiring story of determination and the extraordinary strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. From birth, Devin has lived with arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, AMC, a rare congenital condition that causes joint contractures and muscle stiffness, leaving him with very limited use of his arms. For many, this might seem like an insurmountable obstacle, but for Devon, and with the unwavering support of his devoted mother, physical limitations were never the end of the road. From a very young age, he developed an incredible skill, using his feet with remarkable dexterity as a full substitute for his hands. With strong core strength and agile feet, Devon is able to perform daily activities independently, from writing and drawing to eating, cooking, and even cracking eggs with impressive precision. Refusing to let his circumstances define him, Devon amazed those around him when he chose to join the wrestling team at Stevensville High School. Through courage, relentless training, and smart strategies built around the strength of his legs, he not only competed confidently on the mat, but also became a powerful source of inspiration for both teammates and opponents. Beyond wrestling, Devon has also developed a passion for activities that require focus and precision, such as archery and indoor rock climbing. At the same time, he nurtures a strong dream of becoming a talented architect in the future. Alongside his family, he actively participates in community initiatives, advocating for the rights of people in similar situations and spreading optimism and a love for life. Devon McClain's remarkable journey is a powerful reminder that with enough determination and desire, no obstacle can prevent us from moving forward and creating a meaningful life defined by our own strength and identity. Do you believe determination can overcome all limits like Devon McClain did? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. A seemingly minor gym injury permanently changed the course of Gabriel McKenna-Leschke's life, setting him on an extraordinary path of resilience and renewal. In 2020, while deeply passionate about bodybuilding, he suddenly developed a severe infection following a weightlifting session, one that posed a critical threat to his life. After 10 days in a deep coma and 11 major surgeries, Gabriel awoke to a harsh new reality: the loss of his dominant right arm. Yet this life-altering moment did not extinguish his determination. As soon as he began to recover, Gabriel chose to rise again, this time by redirecting his passion toward track cycling. Facing the immense challenge of maintaining balance with only one arm and mastering an entirely new skill, he committed himself to relentless training, pushing beyond every perceived limitation. From standing on the edge of life's greatest trial, he has risen to compete proudly in national-level races. Today, as a dedicated athlete, Gabriel is channeling all his energy toward the Paralympic stage, inspiring others with a powerful message about resilience, courage, and the limitless potential of the human spirit. Chris Cook was born into an extraordinary challenge, without both arms and legs. Yet instead of accepting a life limited by wheelchairs or relying on restrictive prosthetics, he chose a skateboard as his way to move through the world. This unconventional choice not only reflects his strong individuality, but also serves as a powerful statement of freedom, proving that human limits are not defined by physical form, but by how we choose to adapt to the world around us. Don't let appearances fool you. Chris is a bona fide farmer with an incredible capacity for labor. He independently operates massive agricultural machinery and maneuvers heavy equipment across fields with mastery, requiring no special assistance. The sight of a man without limbs mastering complex mechanical gear serves as the ultimate testament to the power of persistence and a problem-solving mindset that transcends all standard physical barriers. Today, Chris Koch is a globally renowned inspirational speaker with a soul-stirring message. If I can do it, you can too. His life is a profound lesson in gratitude and a positive attitude, turning congenital disabilities into a lever for extraordinary achievement. He doesn't just plant seeds in the soil, he plants hope in the hearts of millions, reminding us all that the greatest obstacles are found in our will, not our circumstances. The journey of Mila Liaskovsky, a resilient little girl from Alberta, Canada, is a deeply moving story about the strength of family love and the kindness of a supportive community. Born in late 2023, Mila was diagnosed with an extremely rare vascular condition affecting her face, known medically as CMAVM. This unique condition not only caused noticeable swelling on her tiny face, but also presented ongoing health challenges that required continuous and specialized medical care. Despite spending her first month in intensive care and undergoing numerous detailed examinations, treatment options available locally were not able to guarantee the highest level of safety for her. Refusing to give up, her parents searched tirelessly for better solutions, eventually connecting with a leading medical specialist in Italy to develop a more suitable and innovative treatment plan. Thanks to an incredibly powerful community fundraising campaign, the Liaskovsky family received overwhelming support, both emotional and financial, from kind-hearted people across borders. This immense support not only helped them stay strong throughout their challenging medical journey, but also reignited a bright sense of hope for the future. Though still very young, Mila's resilience, along with her family's boundless love, stands as a powerful testament to the will to live, spreading a warm message of unity, compassion, and the strength to rise above adversity. The journey of Julio from Para de Minas, Brazil, is a beautiful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Living with neurofibromatosis type 1, a condition that caused large growths to cover much of his face, he was left behind at just 9 months old due to a difficult medical outlook. Despite this, the devoted love of his adoptive mother, Maria, gave him the care and support he needed to grow up strong. In the face of significant physical challenges, Julio has never blamed his circumstances. He continues to carry a bright, optimistic spirit, embracing life with a smile while holding on to hope for future medical treatments. His story stands as a powerful reminder of the strength of compassion and the courage to rise above adversity. Instead of letting adversity define his destiny, British performer Matty Oxley has used his smile to shape a vibrant and meaningful life. From birth, he has lived with Vater syndrome, a rare congenital condition that brought various physical challenges, including spinal curvature, the absence of one kidney, and distinctive hand features. Growing up with visible differences, Matty never allowed them to stand in the way of his passions. He boldly transformed what set him apart into a unique strength on stage as a stand-up comedian. Through a positive lens, Matty confidently shares his life story, breaking down stereotypes and challenging narrow perceptions. His artistic journey not only brings laughter to audiences, but also delivers a powerful message, celebrating self-confidence and the pursuit of a full, authentic life. Rising beyond even the most discouraging medical predictions, Dean Clifford, a resilient man from Australia, has redrawn the map of his destiny with unbreakable determination. turning his life into one of the most powerful stories of perseverance. Born in 1979, Dean was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition known as epidermolysis bullosa, EB, which makes his skin extremely fragile, sensitive, and vulnerable to even the slightest physical impact. At the time, medical experts gave a very difficult outlook, suggesting he might not live past early childhood. The challenges intensified when, at the age of 10, he was told he would likely never walk again and would face significant barriers to living an independent life. Yet instead of surrendering to these predictions, Dean chose to take control of his future with extraordinary resolve and inner strength. Despite spending hours each day carefully tending to his body and changing protective dressings to maintain his health, nothing could extinguish the intense passion burning within him. Contrary to what many might expect, this resilient man did more than simply endure. He pushed himself to grow stronger by taking up weight training at the gym. What might seem like a high-risk activity instead became a source of empowerment, helping him build core strength and create a more stable physical foundation to support and protect his body. From those hard-earned experiences, Dean Clifford rose to become an exceptional motivational speaker, traveling across Australia and beyond to share his powerful story. More than just an inspiring voice, he has also dedicated himself as an ambassador for organizations supporting people with disabilities, advocating for equal employment opportunities, and raising meaningful awareness within communities. Thanks to his tireless dedication and contributions, Dean was honored with a place in the Australian Hall of Fame. His extraordinary life stands as a powerful testament to the idea that even the most difficult challenges can be transformed into a force for good. With courage at its core, his journey proves that anyone can rise above life's obstacles and create a meaningful, lasting legacy for the world. Do you believe adversity can become a stepping stone like in Dean Clifford's story? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe to discover more extraordinary journeys. Anthony Barizia, an Italian student, is an inspiring example of confidence and self-acceptance. Born with the rare condition ichthyosis, which causes extremely dry and sensitive skin, he has faced many visible challenges. Yet Anthony has never allowed those obstacles to define him. Through the warmth of friendships in Trieste, he learned to embrace and value his own uniqueness. With courage and determination, the young man transformed adversity into motivation, proving that true beauty shines brightest from a strong and resilient heart. The scars on a person's body are not always marks of pain. They can also be proud symbols of love and an unbreakable will to live. For Kenny Matthews, a bright young man from Los Angeles, USA, every scar he carries is a priceless legacy, one that came at the ultimate sacrifice of his beloved grandfather. The life-changing moment happened when Kenny was just 3 years old, as a sudden fire broke out and engulfed the family home. In that critical moment, his grandfather acted without hesitation, rushing into the flames, holding the little boy tightly and carrying him to safety. A miracle allowed Kenny to survive, but the cost was immense. His heroic grandfather did not make it, and the young boy's body was left with severe burns covering up to 85% of his skin. The years that followed were filled with countless complex skin graft surgeries and an incredibly demanding rehabilitation process. He had to wear specialized medical compression garments tightly fitted to his body for an entire year to support healing, a constant challenge that was both physically uncomfortable and emotionally exhausting. Growing up with a different appearance, Kenny often faced curious stares and had to navigate deeply challenging emotional moments. However, instead of being weighed down by self-doubt or resentment, he chose to completely reshape his perspective, seeing his scars not as burdens, but as powerful symbols of survival and strength. Embracing the power of social media, Kenny stepped confidently into the spotlight, becoming an inspiring content creator with a following of millions, using his voice to uplift and empower others. He regularly shares authentic moments from his daily life, confidently challenging rigid beauty standards and proudly reinforcing a powerful message. True beauty does not lie in a flawless appearance, but shines from a kind heart and a radiant spirit. Through his remarkable journey of resilience and renewal, Kenny Matthews has inspired countless people, encouraging them to embrace themselves and move forward with confidence to build a meaningful and fulfilling life. Sean Ross is not just a male model. He is an icon of a proud racial revolution on prestigious international runways. As the first male model with albinism to venture into the cutthroat fashion industry, he has directly shattered the archaic prejudices deeply rooted in the human mind. His presence serves as a declaration of war against outdated standards, affirming that true beauty knows no limits and that difference is an invaluable gift bestowed by creation upon every individual. Instead of allowing a lack of pigment to become a barrier, Sean Ross transformed it into a language of ultimate elegance and luxury. He skillfully converted curious stares into admiration, reshaping the aesthetic mindset of the planet's leading fashion houses. Every step he takes carries a message. Uniqueness is not something to be hidden, but rather a grand launchpad to elevate personal value to new heights, where the distinct self is celebrated as a powerful new standard. Sean Ross's journey is a fierce flame of inspiration for those who feel lost because of their own differences. He proves that life's resilience can turn a defect into a sharp weapon to conquer the highest peaks. Do not let the crowd define your limits. Be as courageous as Sean Ross. Cherish your unique self and force humanity to change its perspective to respect your individual value. When you dare to be yourself, the world is forced to bow in admiration. And now, as the journey of these 20 extraordinary individuals comes to an end, the real question is no longer who is the most unique, but rather, how has this changed the way you see yourself? In a world full of differences, does normal even exist? Or is it simply a limit we've created for ourselves? If any story in this video touched you, leave a comment below. I'd love to know who inspired you the most. And if you found this video meaningful, don't forget to hit like, share it to spread these positive stories, and subscribe to the channel to join me on future journeys, where we continue exploring people who leave the world in awe. There are faces that make people stop in their tracks after just a single glance. Appearances so unusual that many people would struggle to believe they're real. But the most astonishing part isn't how they look. It's the extraordinary stories hidden behind each of them. In today's video, you'll discover 20 remarkable individuals you may have never seen before. Stories that will not only surprise you, but may completely change the way you see life. Before we begin, if you enjoy powerful real-life stories that are emotional, fascinating, and deeply inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next captivating videos. And tell us in the comments, can we ever truly understand a person's worth based only on first impressions? Let's get started right now. Julian Molina is a remarkably resilient athlete who has proven that human determination can rise above physical limitations through his deep passion for BMX riding. Born and raised with the absence of one leg from an early age, Julian never allowed that difference to become a barrier to pursuing what he loved. His journey was not built on ease, but on thousands of hours of hard training, extraordinary patience, and an unwavering, optimistic spirit. From his very first experiences learning to ride, he had to adapt and develop his own unique techniques to control the bike without the support of two legs. His passion for BMX led him to training grounds where he not only learned to perform impressive tricks and stunts, but also became part of a highly creative and supportive community. His exceptional bike control and fearless performances quickly captured the attention of both professionals and fans alike. Rather than hiding his physical difference, Julian embraced it as part of his identity, inspiring countless viewers around the world through video platforms. Every video he shares is not only a display of extraordinary skill, but also a powerful statement of confidence, pride, and determination in the face of adversity. Through his dedication to sport, Julian Molina has become an inspiring figure within the disability community, frequently participating in events and speaking engagements to spread the message of never giving up on your dreams, no matter how difficult the circumstances. He is not only an outstanding BMX athlete, but also a motivational speaker and a source of inspiration for younger generations. Julian's story reminds us that physical differences do not define a person's worth. What truly shapes success is a strong mindset and persistent action. Today, Julian continues his journey on his bike, constantly improving his skills, delivering breathtaking performances, and bringing hope and encouragement to anyone facing challenges in life. Samira Benhar faced facial fibrous dysplasia, which caused uncontrolled bone tumors and severe facial disfigurement, yet she never gave up faith in a brighter future. With extraordinary resilience and persistence throughout her treatment, she overcame both physical pain and self-consciousness to find herself again after challenging reconstructive surgeries. Her journey is not only a story of physical rebirth, but also a profound educational lesson in courage, reminding us that an iron will and an optimistic spirit can help humans triumph over the harshest adversities to reach happiness and fulfillment in life. Kayla Yakov is shaking the motorcycling world by defeating experienced opponents at speeds of 130 miles per hour at only 10 years old. A burning passion since the age of 5 drove her onto the professional track just months after convincing her father to let her take the handlebars for the first time. Currently, she is not only a child phenomenon, but also a symbol of courage, breaking all prejudices about age and limits to reach dramatic heights of speed. With a series of prestigious titles in hand, Kayla is steadily stepping on the path to becoming a true professional racer and asserting her position on the international stage. Her story is steel-clad proof that success never waits for age if we dare to pursue passion to the end with discipline and iron will. Note: high-speed racing is a dangerous activity, only to be performed by professionally trained individuals under strict supervision and with full protective gear at standard racetracks. Luang Fo Yai was a highly respected Thai monk who gained global recognition through videos capturing his daily life at the monastery. Despite his advanced age, he maintained a calm and peaceful presence, becoming a symbol of serenity and wisdom for millions of social media followers. His journey was not one of noise or spectacle, but one that spread through sincerity, simplicity, and his warm smile, bringing comfort and emotional peace to viewers around the world. Although Luang Fo Yai passed away before his 110th birthday, his life continues to leave behind a beautiful message about resilience, inner peace, and the power of genuine human connection. Mba Gotho, whose real name was Saparman Soedimejo, was a legendary figure from Indonesia who became widely known around the world for his remarkable claimed longevity. Born in central Java, his life was said to span many important historical periods of the nation, from the colonial era to Indonesia's independence and modern development. Based on recorded documents associated with his claim, Mba Gotho was reported to have lived across more than 14 decades, making him one of the most extraordinary longevity cases ever discussed in modern history. His life was not defined by fame or public recognition, but by a simple and deeply rooted connection to the village where he was born and raised. Throughout his extraordinarily long life, he was said to have witnessed dramatic changes across generations, as well as the passing of many family members and friends. To his family and local community, Mba Gotho was not only a beloved elder, but also a living reservoir of memories, life experiences, and traditional cultural wisdom. He was often remembered as a calm, optimistic, and gentle individual who maintained a peaceful spirit even in advanced age. In his later years, he received significant attention from international media, allowing his story of human endurance to reach audiences worldwide. Despite his age and declining health, he reportedly continued to enjoy simple routines, such as drinking tea and appreciating the fresh air of his hometown. Mba Gotho passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy as a symbol of human resilience in the face of time. His story reminds us to value life, cherish the present moment, and appreciate the meaning of a simple life amid a constantly changing world. Misao Okawa was a remarkable symbol of human longevity, spending her entire life in Japan on a journey that spanned across 3 centuries. Born in 1898 in Osaka, she witnessed extraordinary transformations in the world, from the early stages of modern society to the rapid advancement of technology and global culture. Her life was not defined by fame or public spotlight, but by quiet endurance, deep family values, a strong connection to tradition, and a lifestyle rooted in balance and harmony with nature. Misao Okawa's journey began in a family that ran a kimono business, where she learned the values of diligence and attention to detail from an early age. She married in 1919 and built a loving family with her husband, living through many of the world's historic turning points. After her husband's passing, she continued raising her children with resilience and compassion. Those who knew her often remembered her as a calm and gentle woman, with a warm smile and a sharp mind that remained with her even in her final years. She became a living example of a peaceful philosophy of life, one centered on appreciating the present moment and nurturing meaningful relationships. In her later years, Misao Okawa gained international recognition after being acknowledged by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person. Despite the global attention, she maintained a quiet and peaceful routine at her care facility in Osaka. Her longevity was often attributed to moderation in eating, a preference for natural foods such as sushi and fish, and especially her habit of getting sufficient sleep. Her mental sharpness and radiant smile whenever she appeared in the media conveyed a powerful message about the strength of an optimistic spirit. Misao Okawa passed away in 2015 at the age of 117, bringing an extraordinary and inspiring life journey to a close. Her life remains a meaningful lesson in kindness, patience, and gratitude, leaving a lasting impression on those who admire the beauty of resilience, longevity, and peaceful living. Violet Brown, the Jamaican woman who lived to 117, was recognized as the world's oldest living person at one point in 2017. What made her story remarkable was not only her extraordinary longevity, but also the image of a person who lived with calmness, strong faith, and resilience through major historical changes. Having witnessed nearly the entire 20th century, her life became a powerful symbol of adaptability, inner strength, and the value of maintaining peace amid the constant transformations of the world. Violet Brown's story delivers an inspiring message that a long life is measured not just by years lived, but by how one preserves their spirit through every stage of life. In a world of constant rush and change, her image serves as a reminder of the power of composure, gratitude, and faith in positive values. Her 117-year legacy is ironclad proof that inner peace is the ultimate weapon to defeat time. What comment would you leave regarding this extraordinary secret to longevity after witnessing her journey? Share your thoughts now, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss out on these breakthrough, mind-shifting videos. Kane Tanaka was a remarkable symbol of longevity, leaving her mark in history as one of the longest-living individuals ever recorded. Born in Japan in 1903, her life spanned multiple eras, from the Meiji period to the 2020s. Her journey was not simply defined by the number of years she lived, but by her optimistic spirit, enduring perseverance, and deep love for life, despite the many historical changes and personal challenges she witnessed. Growing up during a transformative period in Japan, Kane Tanaka became familiar with hard work and dedication from an early age. Throughout her extraordinarily long life, she devoted herself to caring for her family, raising children, and actively contributing to her family's small business. Those who knew her often described her as energetic, strong-willed, and always eager to stay engaged with life. Even in her later years, she maintained remarkable mental sharpness, with a lasting passion for brain games like Othello and social interaction with others. Kane Tanaka often shared that her longevity came from simple, healthy habits. She maintained a calm mindset, worried very little, and placed great importance on proper sleep and a balanced diet. Her love for mathematics and lifelong curiosity also helped keep her mind active and engaged. Even after being recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person, she remained warm, humble, and a source of strength for her family, inspiring millions around the world to embrace life fully. Kane Tanaka passed away in 2022 at the age of 119, bringing her extraordinary life journey to a close. The legacy she left behind extends far beyond records of longevity. It is a powerful lesson in kindness, patience, and the importance of nurturing an optimistic spirit. Her story remains a beautiful reminder that even a simple life, when lived with love, resilience, and a willingness to keep growing, can achieve something truly remarkable and inspire positive change in others. Isabel Wheel's story is a remarkable testament to the power of human determination in the face of adversity. At the age of 7, a severe case of meningitis caused multiple organ failure and a serious cardiac emergency. To stop the infection from spreading and save her life, doctors were forced to amputate both her arms and legs. At the time, Isabel was given less than a 1% chance of survival. Yet she fought with extraordinary courage and overcame unimaginable odds. Her journey stands as a powerful lesson in resilience, hope, and the strength of the human spirit. Seven years later, the 14-year-old from Derby stunned the sports world by becoming a national trampoline champion. Despite her physical disabilities, Isabel persisted in training twice a week to conquer new heights. She stated that cherishing her fragile 1% chance at life motivated her to never give up in the face of hardship. Her achievement is not only entertaining, but also deeply inspiring, confirming that limitations only exist within the mind, and anything is possible with grit. Not every world record is created through speed, physical strength, or spectacular athletic achievement. Sometimes, the most memorable milestones come from someone boldly turning their uniqueness into an unmistakable symbol. Benny Harlem, an American model, captured global attention with his striking high-top fade hairstyle, earning a place in the Guinness World Records in 2018 for the tallest high-top fade. But what makes this story truly memorable is not just the record itself. It is the powerful message of confidence, individuality, and pride in one's natural beauty. In a world where many people feel pressured to fit into constantly shifting beauty standards, Benny's journey offers a completely different perspective. Instead of shrinking himself to meet other people's expectations, he chose to celebrate what made him different. Benny's hairstyle is more than a fashion statement. It reflects cultural pride and powerful self-expression. His story reminds us that what makes you stand out is not always something to hide. Sometimes it becomes the very thing the world remembers you for. What makes Benny Harlem inspiring is not merely having a record-breaking hairstyle, but his courage to live authentically in a society that often favors conformity. His journey carries a meaningful educational message about self-respect, confidence, and the positive ways individuals can define beauty for themselves. Benny's success shows that recognition does not always come from blending in. Sometimes it comes from having the courage to stay true to what makes you who you are. Benny Harlem's story is a reminder that being different is not a barrier. It can become a source of strength when embraced with confidence and a positive mindset. Every person carries unique traits that set them apart from the rest of the world. Instead of trying to hide those differences, perhaps the greater lesson is learning to turn them into pride. Sometimes, the very things that once made us hesitate become the key to opportunity, inspiration, and a journey far greater than we ever imagined. Life sometimes tests people in ways no one would ever choose. Diwakar Bisoye, a 67-year-old man from Odisha, India, has lived for decades with a rare skin condition that caused thousands of tumor-like growths to develop across his body since he was around 14 or 15 years old. This condition has affected not only his appearance, but also made everyday life far more difficult. Yet what is truly admirable is that he has not allowed hardship to isolate him from society. Despite many limitations, he continues to hold on to the hope of living a normal life, proving that true strength often comes from resilience of the spirit, not just the body. His greatest challenge is the massive 29-kilogram growth on his thigh, which makes walking extremely difficult and forces him to rely on the support of his wife, Dobani, and their children. After 35 years together, his family remains his greatest source of strength and hope. His biggest wish is to receive surgery that could remove the growth, allowing him to walk more easily and regain greater independence. His story is not just about illness, but about resilience, family love, and the belief that even in the hardest circumstances, hope for a better tomorrow can still remain alive. At the age of 18, Crystal was pursuing her dream of becoming an actress when she discovered a rare tumor that was initially believed to be a small abscess. She underwent chemotherapy and major surgery that removed part of her jaw, right cheek, and teeth, dramatically changing her appearance. In the beginning, Crystal struggled with confidence and often hid her face, but over time she learned to embrace herself. Now, after enrolling in a drama school in London, she continues to chase her acting dream and hopes to prove that true worth is defined not by appearance, but by talent, courage, and determination. Not everyone is given an easy beginning, and for Joseph Reed, life brought unimaginable challenges before he was even old enough to understand them. At just 2 years old, he lost all 4 limbs due to meningitis, followed by a turbulent childhood in foster care. The combination of physical loss and emotional pain led him through some extremely dark periods as he grew older. Yet instead of allowing those painful chapters to define the ending of his story, Joseph gradually turned them into motivation to rebuild his life. If someone judged only by his early circumstances, they might assume his life would be defined by endless limitations. But at 34, Joseph Reed has built a life that many deeply admire. He is a husband, a father of 4, and maintains a full-time job with remarkable positivity. Loved by those around him and known by an inspiring nickname, Joseph has never built his identity around pity, but around resilience, adaptability, and self-worth. What does Joseph's story make you think about the limits of human potential? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you believe resilience is what truly defines a meaningful life. Some people move through life in silence, yet eventually make the world stop and pay attention. Marcelino Abad, also known as Mexico, the Peruvian elder, became known for living much of his life in near isolation in the mountains. He grew his own food, raised animals, and sustained himself through his own labor, only becoming widely known after the age of 100. His story paints a remarkable picture of endurance, self-reliance, and resilience in the face of challenging conditions. Not everyone lives a life surrounded by comfort or modern connection, and Marcelino Abad's journey shows how remarkably adaptable human beings can be. What inspires admiration is not just his age, but his determination to maintain an independent life through the years. In an era increasingly dependent on technology, his story offers a different perspective on resilience, simplicity, and the power of relying on one's own inner strength. What makes Mexico's story so compelling is not his late recognition, but the lesson it offers about human endurance against time and circumstance. A simple life rooted in labor and nature created a deeply inspiring image of quiet perseverance. His journey reminds us that sometimes the least known individuals carry the most powerful lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the determination to keep going. The world can sometimes be harsh toward those who look different, but Chastity chose to respond with confidence instead of insecurity. At 32, she was born with tetra amelia syndrome, an extremely rare congenital disorder that causes the complete absence or severe malformation of limbs. For much of her life, she faced curious stares, judgment, and even ridicule from others. But rather than allowing those experiences to diminish her sense of self-worth, she chose to build confidence in her own way, turning her life story into inspiration for others learning to embrace themselves. What makes Chastity's journey so powerful is not only her resilience in overcoming judgment, but the positive message she shares about self-love. Instead of hiding herself because of negativity, she expresses her personality through makeup and self-expression, showing the world that beauty is not confined to one physical standard. Her story is a meaningful reminder that a person's worth is not measured by physical perfection, but by confidence, courage, and the ability to love yourself despite the opinions of others. That hospital room held more than doctors and medical equipment. It became the setting for a decision many adults would struggle to make. Ethan D'Amato, living with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, had already faced challenges far beyond what most children ever experience. His condition caused severe tumors to develop on his face, significantly affecting his daily life. When surgery was presented as an option, it was not simply a medical procedure. It was a turning point that could potentially reshape Ethan's future forever. What made this story extraordinary was that Ethan viewed the decision differently from what many might expect. The surgery could potentially change his appearance, but it also carried the risk of permanent nerve damage that might affect his ability to smile and show facial expressions. For many people, appearance might seem like the first priority, but Ethan chose to protect something that held deeper meaning for him. At such a young age, he demonstrated remarkable wisdom in understanding that joy, emotional expression, and human connection can matter far more than outward standards of appearance. Ethan's story is not about rejecting medicine or resisting change. It is about the right to choose what matters most to you. In a world that often places enormous value on appearance, his decision reminds us that human worth cannot be measured by looks alone. Ethan became an inspiration not simply because of his condition, but because of the courage he showed in listening to his inner voice despite pressure and fear. Sometimes the greatest form of resilience is not changing yourself to fit in, but preserving the very things that make you who you are. On the basketball court, where height is often considered a major advantage, Stephen Ludwig, better known to many as Steve-O, captured attention in a way all his own. Standing around 5 feet 1 inch and living with Maffucci syndrome, a rare disorder that affects bone development, Steve-O grew up with significant physical differences, including one leg being much shorter than the other and asymmetry in his arms. But instead of seeing that as the end of athletic dreams, he turned sports into a place to prove that limits are sometimes shaped more by perspective than by circumstance. At just 7 years old, he also faced myeloid leukemia and was given extremely difficult survival odds. For many people, that alone would have been overwhelming. But Steve-O found freedom through sports. From playing golf with his father to shooting basketballs on the court, athletics gradually became the place where he built confidence and rediscovered the joy of fully living. That mindset helped him refuse to let circumstances define either his identity or his future. Inspired by Kobe Bryant and known for his energetic sense of humor, Steve-O now does more than play basketball. He shares his journey with millions on social media. What makes him inspiring is not his attempt to become like everyone else, but his ability to transform what some once viewed as disadvantages into a powerful personal identity. Steve-O's story reminds us that resilience does not always appear in dramatic moments of crisis. Sometimes it lives in the decision to keep chasing passion, embrace your differences, and make the most of the life you have. Thelma Sutcliffe, the remarkable American woman known for her extraordinary longevity, became a symbol of resilience after living to 115 years old. She overcame cancer twice and maintained an inspiring sense of independence, continuing to drive, exercise, and care for herself at an age many would find unimaginable. Her story sends a powerful message that determination and a positive outlook can help people face life's challenges with strength, while showing that staying active and embracing life can hold deep meaning at every stage of the journey. Thelma Sutcliffe's story also reminds us that age does not have to define the limits of independence or the desire to live positively. While many fear that aging means losing personal freedom, she showed that strength can begin with simple habits like staying active, keeping an optimistic mindset, and holding on to self-reliance. Her journey is not only inspiring, but also a meaningful reminder to value health, determination, and every precious moment life offers. How did Thelma's story inspire you? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more meaningful stories. Darius Simmons is a talented pianist whose journey serves as a powerful inspiration for overcoming personal limitations. Born with a congenital disability that left his hands physically different, Darius never allowed that to extinguish his deep passion for music. From a young age, he began exploring the piano, developing his own unique playing techniques by adapting his posture and touch to create deeply emotional melodies. His perseverance and belief in his own abilities enabled him to master complex musical pieces, proving that art is never limited by physical form. Through social media platforms, Darius shares his piano performances, captivating millions of viewers around the world. He is not only a gifted pianist, but also a positive motivational speaker who frequently spreads messages of resilience and optimism. His story reminds us that with a strong enough passion and unwavering determination, anyone can transform challenges into strength and shine in their own unique way. Sona and Mona Singh are rare conjoined twins from India who share a body but possess two hearts, two pairs of arms, and a single liver and gallbladder. Abandoned by their parents at birth, the brothers grew up in an orphanage and worked tirelessly to overcome their harsh biological barriers. Instead of despairing over their unique circumstances, they chose to study hard and pursue their passion for engineering together. This is a profound educational testament to brotherly bonds and the resilient will to overcome misfortune, asserting that physical differences cannot prevent human beings from seeking knowledge and personal growth. With iron determination, the brothers graduated in electrical engineering and officially became professional electrical engineers working for the Punjab state government. This event is not merely a matter of curiosity, but a powerful inspiration regarding independence and the ability of people with disabilities to contribute to society. Sona and Mona perform their duties, inspecting electrical equipment with seamless coordination as a unified entity, proving that solidarity and understanding can transform any difficulty into motivation. Their lives send a humanitarian message about pushing personal boundaries to build a bright future where persistent effort is always justly rewarded. Melanie Coleman was a talented and highly promising gymnast who left a lasting impression on the sports community through her endless passion and unwavering dedication. Born and raised in Milford, Connecticut, Melanie showed both natural talent and a deep love for gymnastics from a very young age. Her journey was marked by countless hours of intense training, pushing through demanding practice sessions to master complex techniques and perfect her routines on the professional competition floor. Through extraordinary determination, Melanie made remarkable progress in her athletic career, becoming a key member of the Southern Connecticut State University gymnastics team. In the eyes of her coaches and teammates, she was not only an exceptional athlete known for her impressive performances, but also a role model of discipline, dedication, and outstanding teamwork. Melanie consistently brought positive energy to those around her, inspiring younger generations of athletes with her optimistic attitude and unwavering perseverance in the face of the pressures that come with major competitions. Melanie's life was a powerful testament to pursuing passion with all one's heart. She deeply cherished every moment spent under the spotlight, giving her all to the sport she loved. Although her athletic journey was tragically cut short after a serious training accident in November 2019, the legacy she left behind remains profound. She is remembered not only as a gifted athlete, but also as a bright and inspiring individual who encouraged countless young people to believe in themselves and push beyond their limits. Today, Melanie Coleman's memory continues to live on in the hearts of sports fans through scholarships and educational funds established to support young athletes pursuing their dreams. Her story reminds us that even when life takes unexpected turns, the impact of kindness, dedication, and passion can endure forever. Melanie remains a symbol of true sportsmanship and resilience, a reminder that a person's worth is measured not only by achievements, but by how they live, love, and inspire the world around them. Andrea Raducan was a brilliant symbol of elegance and strength in the world of gymnastics at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. At age 16, she captured the hearts of millions of spectators with top-tier performances, demonstrating the masterful technique and resilient competitive spirit of a promising young star. Her journey is not only a story of natural talent, but also a testament to the rigorous discipline required to grasp proud international glory. At the peak of her career, Andrea faced an immense spiritual challenge stemming from an unintended error within the medical management system. Despite having no intention to cheat, she had to accept strict decisions from the organizers, leading to a profound debate regarding ethics and rules in professional sports. This incident became a costly lesson about transparency and the utmost caution required for athlete support teams. Instead of collapsing under ironic adversity, Andrea Raducan chose to face the truth with the nobility and self-respect of a true champion. She proved to the world that a person's true value lies not just in physical medals, but in honesty and the courage to defend what is right. Her resilience during that difficult period became a powerful source of inspiration for many young athletes across the globe. Following the events in Sydney, Andrea did not abandon her passion for sports, but instead channeled that energy into education and management. She worked tirelessly to build an impressive new career, contributing her wisdom and experience to the development of gymnastics in her home country. Her assumption of important leadership roles is the clearest evidence of the success of an individual who knows how to rise and shine brightly after harsh trials. Today, at age 42, Andrea Raducan remains a highly influential figure, continuing to inspire and share valuable experiences with future generations. Her life is a profound educational journey about maintaining self-belief and the miraculous ability to recover after life's upheavals. Andrea reminds us that while systems may fail, true talent and noble character will always be recognized and rightfully honored by time. Alexandra Hucci is a symbol of pure passion and the dedicated spirit of a promising young talent in the world of sports. Despite being only 12 years old, she demonstrated extraordinary resilience through hours of diligent practice, where every movement carried the ambition to reach the pinnacle. The sudden health crisis in 2001 was not just a somber note, but also a profound reminder to cherish every moment of life, encouraging us to always give our best for our passions and live fully with the dreams we pursue. The passing of the small Romanian flower left a spiritual legacy of courage and the appreciation of health values within professional sports. Her story has helped the community become more aware of invisible biological factors, thereby promoting more attentive and comprehensive care for the physical well-being of young athletes. Alexandra Hucci will forever be an inspiration of silent sacrifice, teaching future generations that a person's value lies not only in medals, but in a meaningful journey of dedication and strong spiritual power before the laws of nature. After witnessing all of these stories, what likely leaves the strongest impression is not the unusual appearances, but the extraordinary strength behind each of these individuals. What may surprise us at first glance is often far less powerful than the courage, resilience, and determination that truly define who they are. Which story touched your heart the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if this video made you reflect, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join us for more real-life stories that are both astonishing and deeply inspiring.